Hello everyone, thanks for joining me for another video. This is the last one I've watched in this Humphrey Bogart Noir number 5 set from Indicator. Really, I do highly recommend this set if you're a Humphrey Bogart on film noir fan. This one here, The Harder They Fall. It was hard to watch because you know it was well, he was dying, but he still made the film. You could tell he just looked ill, but the role he played was just amazing. Really great performance. So this is a boxing film showing how corrupt the boxing world is. With paid boxers to take dives and things like that. That's how it was. So this was made in 1956. I don't know if it's still like that now. I'm not really a boxing fan, I've got to be honest. But I'll tell you a description about this video. It filled the screen more or less as well. Tiny black bars at the top or the bottom, but it nearly filled the screen. In mono, picture quality was excellent. There was some signs of wear on it, but I don't really mind that. I like seeing things like that. To know the inner touch to it. It was from a 4K restoration as well of the picture, so that's why it looks so good. So Humphrey Bogart stars along with Rod Steiger and Mike Lane in The Harder They Fall. A tough as nails film noir expose of corruption in the boxing world that will be Bogart's final film. So this one was released in 1956 and he sadly passed in 57. So boxing promoter Nick Benko, played by Steiger, employs down-on-his-luck journalist Eddie Willis, played by Humphrey Bogart, to promote his new signing Toro Moreno, fixing fights across the country to ensure Toro appears to be a contender. But when tragedy strikes, Willis threatens to expose the entire racket. Okay, so this was adopted by a Philip Jordan novel. Who'd done Johnny Guitar, a lovely westerner. I recommend Johnny Guitar if you like your westerns. It was up to. Okay. So it was directed by Mark Robson, who also did a film called The Seventh Victim. I don't know that one. The Harder They Fall is a classic of Hollywood cinema and a fitting swan song to Humphrey Bogart's career. Yeah, lots of extras there. A couple of 16mm boxing videos, which I found hard to watch after watching the film. Damage that boxers can actually get from the fights. There was a good part as well. There was like at the start of the film, there was one of his mates who was like a photo reporter interviewing boxers that had retired, and like the guy that he was speaking to couldn't really speak. He was gone. His memory was gone. He forgot what he was up to in the conversation. A bit like me. But anyway, I've taken pictures on my phone. So this is the last one in this. I've watched 5 of these 6. There's one which Bogart wasn't in called The Family Secret. I don't want to watch that one. I've heard bad things about it. Well, just bad things about the bad guy in it. It's horrible in it, so I don't really want to watch it. So I'm not going to watch that one. But anyway, that's Harder They Fall. So if you don't want a digipack this, you can call it a digipack. It's all done there. So I'll come back and watch it. The first one in the Dead Reckoner is my favourite out of this. Also enjoyed Sirico. So I'd say Harder They Fall. Knock on Any Door. No, I wouldn't watch that one again. Similar thing to The Family Secret. Same actor, Derek something or other. So Chucky's your worst, then The Harder They Fall, and Sirico, Dead Reckoning. So Dead Reckoning is my favourite. I'll come back to that one many times and gonna in the future, hopefully. That's me done. Me pictures are going to follow from now if you want to see them. Thanks for joining me, and I do recommend you get this Columbia Noir number 5 set there. Lovely box set. Okay, that's me gone. Bye bye. Say.